official. Ian Cunningham will be departing the Chicago Bears and going to the Atlanta Falcons. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the news. The Chicago Bears officially lost Ian Cunningham. He will be joining the Atlanta Falcons staff. And taking over their general manager position. It's unfortunate. Ian Cunningham has been, contrary to popular belief, it has not just been Ryan Poles when it comes down to it. It has been Ian Cunningham as well in regards to what he's meant for this team and just helping the Chicago Bears guide along and come out of this place. Ian Cunningham has helped along that. He's had his place in that. So now he is going to be going to being the GM of the Atlanta Falcons. This was a position that it kind of seemed like it was his. Not only did he have familiarity with Matt Ryan, he's interviewed with that team several times over the last couple of years. He became a finalist for the president of football operations role. And after joining the Chicago Bears in 2022, he's interviewed for a lot of positions. And so we just knew it was a matter of time before he was officially going to take a position and eventually leave the team. So now he is going to be going officially to the Atlanta Falcons, which is unfortunate. Now, the Bears are going to get compensatory picks in a case like this, so there's that part of it. And I said it on today's daily episode, is that whatever those compensatory picks are, go and use that and put it in to get Max Crosby. How about you do that? How about you keep stacking the deck when it came down to that one? But hey, after what it's worth, man, several strong interviews. Ian Cunningham is now moving on to a different team. And so now, when it comes down to it, the Bears are going to have to just deal with it. We'll see what Ryan Poles does for who he hires to take over that assistant GM role, if they're going to go internally into with somebody already there, or are they going to go on the outside looking in? I talked about on today's daily episode, I would actually like the Chicago Bears to actually hire somebody from the outside. I think sometimes, especially when you have the same voices and the same staff for too long, you need to bring somebody in with an outside perspective. And, of course, Ben Johnson and the coaching staff brought that as well. But from an executive standpoint, if the Bears go out and get somebody from a different organization that has a different perspective to add a new view, sometimes Ryan Poles has a habit of getting locked in with players that he's drafted, right? He has an attachment to those players. I think if you can bring somebody in here, especially for an offseason where we're going to need to restructure contracts, we're going to need to cut some players, if you bring in somebody with a completely new view who's coming into this team from the outside looking in, not to say that they can make all the decisions, but it does help add a new perspective. Sometimes you need a new perspective. This is the top for the opportunity for the Bears to bring in somebody who has not been there already in that building for a couple of years, who's not worked with Ryan Poles maybe in this job before, and see what's gonna happen with it. So, we'll see. Well, if the Bears end up doing that, but they will receive a couple of compensatory picks that can be used as soon as this offseason if they decide to do it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Oh wait, I'm actually seeing that maybe the Bears aren't going to get. The Bears may not be getting compensatory picks in this one. According to Brad Biggs, the Rooney Rule compensatory payout is contingent on the departing executive becoming the primary decision maker with his new team. And because the Falcons have designated Matt Ryan for that role, Cunningham won't net the Bears 2 comp picks if he's offered and accepts the GM role. So I got to correct myself on that one. We will not be getting compensatory picks. No comp picks for Ian Cunningham. So that's an even worse deal for the Chicago Bears, man. That's even worse. That sucks. That really sucks. So correct myself on that one. No comp picks for the Chicago Bears in that case. Man. All right. So there you go. No comp picks for the Bears. So that makes it even more important that they get somebody into this role, and we'll see what happens there. No comp picks for the Bears, though, in this case, man. That sucks. That sucks. See, this is why I like to fact check myself. This is why I try never to just go off my own initial thinking. I always like to fact check myself. And so no comp picks coming for the Chicago Bears in this case. So take that for what you will. No comp picks coming the Chicago Bears way. They're going to have to figure it out a different way. Yeah, that sucks. That stinks, man. That stinks. That stinks, man. But hey, like I said, I do think this is an opportunity to bring somebody in here, allow them to have a new perspective on this team, add some new perspective. And for we got a lot of stuff that we need to do this offseason. Between free agency, managing trades, the draft situation, restructuring contracts, waiving and cutting players. So I think that can definitely help this team is to have a new perspective in that case. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. We shall see what's going to happen with that one, but the no compensatory picks definitely adds a different perspective to this. I just been under the assumption that we were going to get comp picks for losing, and the NFL needs to change that rule. If you lose somebody who would help make decisions, like maybe not 2 comp picks, maybe 1, maybe if they become the primary decision maker, you get 2 picks. If they're secondary, you get 1. Like, he's going to be the GM. The GM still makes a lot of decisions for a franchise, so it's just, damn, that sucks. Damn, that sucks. Hey, man, we're going to see what happens, man. No comp picks. So, hey, the next question, though, becomes about who does Ryan Poles go out and get to replace Ian Cunningham? That's going to be the next set of questions. I'll probably cover that a little bit on tomorrow's daily episode, even though it's going to be a mailbag episode. We did hear today as well that the Bears are expected to keep Declan Doyle and Al Harris, so at least we're not going to be losing any of our staff in that sense after already losing Eric Bieniemy. But now you lose Ian Cunningham, man, so we'll see. We'll see. He has the title of GM. Stupid rule. I agree with you. You have the title of GM, you're going to be making decisions. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to make decisions as the GM, so why don't we get comp picks for that? We should definitely still get comp picks for that. So Ian has to report to Matt Ryan. Yes, he does have to report to Matt Ryan. I thought Matt Ryan was just a supervisor. No, he's the president of football operations. He's more than just the supervisor. Long as we still got Ben Johnson, this isn't really news. Poll and the staff are just, no, they're not. See, and this is where stupidity happens as fans. Ben Johnson's not the one making roster decisions. That's Ryan Poles. Don't be so caught up and with your head up your ass as a fan that you don't understand how football works, especially if you're going to say something as stupid as they're Instacot sharpers. You're stupid. I'm sorry. Respectfully, thank you for supporting the show, but you're stupid if you really think that that's the case. Just objectively, you're dumb. I hate to tell you that. You're stupid. So, no, they're not just Instacart shoppers. Ryan Poles is still the one making the decisions. Of course, coaches have input on, hey, I like this guy, but they're not. Ben Johnson isn't restructuring contracts. Ben Johnson isn't going out and signing free agents. Ben Johnson isn't going out there and scouting players. That's not how that works. Be intelligent as a fan. We have some of the most passionate fans in Chicago, but some of y'all are stupid. Just dumb. Stop being stupid. But all right. With that said, we'll see what look, another idiot. Whoever Ben wants to replace, you're stupid. You're dumb. You're like, literally, objectively, this is a dumbass comment. Y'all gotta stop. Like, I can tell some of y'all are the ones that only know rumors and what the national media reports to you. Anyway, we'll see what happens with this team going forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following us at Chi Bears Central. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Chi-Town up, bear down, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.